Honestly, I've learned so much about myself through the development of the art fraternity. I think the most important thing I've learned is that I can't be stereotyped or boxed into one label. After my first performance, just one person came up to me. They was like, "Oh yeah, you from Chicago, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they was like, "Oh yeah, I can tell because I really feel the violence." I didn't really know what to say, honestly. I just kind of meditated on it for a minute because it was unfortunate that that's the only element that was taken from the experience from that person. But on the other hand, the people that embraced me the most and understood the full spectrum of the art were the Black women and non-binary people who came to the front. And that's when I knew that those was my people, the people that gravitated towards me, that I speak to the most, because I want to speak towards as many people as possible. But for the most part, people try to stereotype me and put me in a box of what they think I should be, just to make themselves more comfortable. Especially they see someone like me, they're like, "Oh, this is a Black trans woman," or you know how people think in a PC way where they're like, "Oh, this person identifies as a trans woman," but no. But at the same time, she's talking about a violent confrontation, self-defense, but then at the same time talking about fighting the system, and then talking about having confidence within oneself, but then at the same time talking about making an income and partying. So it's extremely hard. It's impossible to strap me down to one box or one label of an artist of who people think I should be, and that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. But what I've learned from developing the art to present this project is that I have to embrace the love that I get from others and seek the validation from within. When I write my music, I'm speaking from a first-hand perspective of certain things that I've experienced. Sometimes I'm speaking from a perspective of what I anticipate to experience. Knowing my social status, my outspokenness, and just the way that America is, the anticipation of confrontation, which is something that stems from the household that I grew up in. That when I made Trinity, most of the songs were made when I was 19 years old, and I was kicked out at 17. Technically got out of my household at 18, fresh 18. Literally the day I turned 18, I was out of that household. But I still carried a lot of trauma that came from always anticipating the fight and feeling powerless. And the way that I learned to reclaim that power was through making music. And Trinity became a vessel to reclaim my power. And one of my fears was being restricted to one perspective because of the anger that was purged through the record. But I came to realize that I'm only just a reflection of what we experience as a collective and a reflection of my own experiences. And there are people out there who need to hear my story, who need to hear my voice. And most importantly, I need to hear my voice, to hear myself take the power out of what this person referred to as the violence has been a crucial part of my healing. And I hope it could help others too. But yeah, that's what I learned from this rollout and revisiting a project that at one point I thought was never gonna come out. If you watch this whole thing, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. All right.